It's like standing a little bit, yes.
Yeah.
Is this what marathon guy? I heard they got a video board. Is that? I'm like, where
Probably
is
something
that?
similar.
I wonder what helps fund them up here. Those are sure.
This is hardcore Minneapolis tourism.
Sure. That makes sense.
My dad's whole family's from this area.
Okay.
Very familiar.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens then.
That's all you can do at this point.
I know cross-country coach Brian's life feels all I can do is get into the starting line.
Yep.
Because after that, if they're going, the more I can do. They ran? Yeah.
But St. Ambrose, you go 1:35.
I didn't realize they were connected with Abundant Life.
Yeah.
I mean, they did great at state track last year, Abundant Life. So, yeah, because at first, like, we had our 5 runners across first, also came up for a good leg, trying us for number 1. And then all of a sudden, about 30 seconds later, oh, number 2, and it's like,
But be full. They have.
oh yeah. I mean, I think conference was like 4, sectionals was 1.
But you look back up the best running conference in the state. You go 2, 3, 4.
Right.
People like fully appreciate that. Like really. Do you know? I mean, like that's a big deal.
Right. In fact, those teams have made each other better all year too by doing that. So yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well,
Do you have a little bit of breathing room just for your own life after tonight, or?
I don't. The next thing I would have would be the state semifinals.
For football.
No.
Oh, for this. Yeah.
Which we know you be on the sideline.
Yeah, I saw that.
But that, and then Roman football on Friday, and hopefully back to Green Bay Saturday for a championship.
Okay. Yeah.
And then off till next Friday for level 4, big Thursday, Saturday, and then Bills basketball starts the following Tuesday.
Yeah.
But then we get our 2-day state trip. We do photos and video for all 7 divisions down at the players. We got a hotel right near Camp Randall. Go down. Gets you a couple pieces of alcohol after the between. Especially if you have nobody that close. We walk into the 3-2 or it's kind of like, well.
And then it's more like a little mini vacation.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, it should be a. I always taking into it from the conference. So 2 years ago, boom. assumption now before you so that's
I think some people say they got assumption down a little bit, but they'll still be
Assumption's just always strong.
yeah. Well, they've got that whole recruiting pipeline in Spain. So they have an arrangement with with a Catholic church in Spain that they bring over kids that all just happen to be amazing basketball players.
I know that one girl was an amazing runner.
Yep.
And then she actually stayed another year and like ran her senior year or something. There was a cross country track runner that was really good.
But they've had a couple of those that have come through the basketball program that you find out they were playing football Spain. Like the one girl so Delma Gibson. So listen, but I will grab my other microphone. Dig in. Good, how are you? Yeah, better. Worth it.
sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance in interscholastic activities is a privilege and an expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the joy and respect for all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the highest fields of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated.
Let's go, Green!
For tonight's game, the Prairie Farm Panthers will be the guest and the Redmond will be the home. So the starting lineup for the Prairie Farm Panthers, number 4, senior Redmond Season.
National Anthem starting lineups in the books. We are ready for volleyball here in Frederick. I think we got all our internet gremlins sorted out. Internet seems to reset every so often, but it comes back quickly, so we haven't really missed anything so far. Prairie Farm, getting that out. Wearing the green, yellow, and black jerseys as the away team. They will serve first. Rib Lake in their home whites. Prairie Farm sends the first server back. Coming up, sends that one across. Popped high up into the air, building up. It's going to come over here near side. Kamarick, block back. Kamarick is there. Coming back around, that is going to be confusion, and point Prairie. So Prairie Farm opens it up as number 6, Kylie Call, will head back to serve. Call. Stepping up, sends that one across. That's going to spin backwards, kept alive. Free ball across. Good job by Rib Lake getting that one over. They're going to set that one up far side, into the block. Point. Point Rib Lake. Nope, they override it. Point Prairie Farm. Not even going to have a conversation about it. Call. Back to serve again. Sends that one across. Popping up. Building up backside. That's going to be sent over. Chance here now for Prairie Farm to build up. Coming from the backside. That's going to get sent. Popped up into the air. It's going to be a free ball back over for Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm looking to build. They're going to go in the middle. That's going to be dug out. Come all the way back over and out. Point Prairie Farm. 3-0 early here. Kylie Call, back to serve again. Call, stepping up, sends that one across. Bouncing around a little bit, it'll be it'll be Weak getting it over. It's going to be sent back. Chance here now for Rib Lake. Building up the middle, come over here near side. Kamarick block back. That's going to spin around. They will get the ball over. Another chance here for Prairie Farm. That's going to build on the far side. End of the block. Down 4-0 Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm right now just powering through these blocks. They're running it through Sydney Buck, the junior outside hitter. Kylie Call steps up, sends another one across wide. Point Rib Lake. And that will send Tessa Week back to serve. Tessa Week stepping up, sends this one across short. Well played by Prairie Farm. It's going to bounce around. They're just going to have to send now. Block back! Kamarick there. Point Rib Lake 4-2. Rib Lake, we've covered them a lot this year. They've had a tendency to get a few slow starts here and there. Tessa Week across. Building towards the net. It's going to go over far side. Comes through and finds the open floor. Took a little bit off there, did Casey Shelton. 5-2. And up, that's going to come across. Building towards the net. It's going to be a quick push. Just misses that far sideline. Point Prairie Farm. Stepping up, sends it over. Building right up at the net backside. That's going to come through. Well dug out. Bouncing ball. It's not going to have a lot on it. Too far. Point Rib Lake. Glenzer sends that one. Sent back across. Building up backside. That's going to come through. Quick tip back over. Chance here. Building up in near side. Go over the tip and down. Blomberg there, 6-4. Cameron Glenzer sends it across. Building up in the middle. Paints the back line. Point Prairie Farm. 7-4. That will send Sydney Buck to the back line. See number 9, that is Elise Lovelady, check in. Buck sends that one over. Building up here in the far side. I've got fooled. That one's going to get down. Point Rib Lake. And it will be Kamarick back to serve. Kamarick stepping up, sends that one across. He's going to spin a little sideways, get over far side, send it through. Pass right up to the net, tipped across. That's going to spin around. It's going to be a free ball back over for Rib Lake. Building back up towards the net. That's going to have to be pushed back the other way. Free ball for Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm building up in the middle. That one's going to get down. Point Prairie Farm. As Simonson steps up, sends a low line drive across. Building up in the middle, it's going to be sent, but into the net. Point Prairie Farm, 9-5. Evangeline Simonson steps up again, sends that one over. Building towards the net, that's going to be put away. Anderson gets that one down. Point Rib Lake. Been hanging around this 3-point lead for a little bit here now as Maddie Blomberg heads to the back line to serve. Blomberg sends it over. Building up towards the net. Block back and down. Anderson and Week were there. Rib Lake within 2. Blomberg sends that one across. He's going to spin towards the net. They're going to build far side. Block back and down. That time was Anderson and Glenzer. Rib Lake within 1. Sending it over. Building up towards the net. That's going to come across. Shy Tower is there. A little bit of confusion. Free ball across for Prairie Farm. Chance to build. They're going to go that far side again. Block back down. And we are tied at 9. Anderson and Glenzer in on that one, and Blomberg back to serve again. Sends that one long. That's going to spin sideways. It's going to be a free ball back over. Chance here for Rib Lake. Building up in the middle. Anderson, that's going to be dug out. Simonson gets that one pushed back line. Chance here now for Rib Lake. Sends that one across. That's going to spin back and down. Point Rib Lake, and they are up for the first time tonight. 10-9 Rib Lake. And Prairie Farm is going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. 10-9. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus.
One thing that surprised me about the RVA is the want to do school, whereas it was kind of a struggle before.
All of the educators, the staff, the therapists, the specialists, everybody is so knowledgeable. And my favorite thing is that we all work together as a team for the kids. I really feel like we're partners with the RVA. I just love it so much. I know I've said that before, but like I love the RVA.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
10-9 Rib Lake here in the first. Blomberg back to serve again. Berg steps up, sends it across. Building towards the net. Block back and down. And the sophomore doing some damage here. Sent across. Building up here near side. That's going to get through and down. Prairie Farm breaks the run. 11-10 Rib Lake. As 16, Sophie Bergman heads to the back line. Bergman. It's up, sends that one across. Wide, Point Rib Lake. 12-10, Anderson will come out, Niemi will come in, she will head back to serve. So Avery Niemi heads back. Sends this one across. Short, just kept off the floor. Building up far side, that's going to be dug up by Scheitauer. Kept alive, pushed across, just gets it over. Chance here coming from the back line, that's going to hit the net. Popping up, tipped over. Now a chance here for Prairie Farm to build. They're going to come over here near side, that's going to get down. Point Prairie Farm, 12-11. And that will send 9 Elise Lovelady back to serve. Lovelady sends that one across. Spins up, building up. It's going to be a light hit, trying to drop it, but well short, and we are tied at 12. (12-12). Serve from Lovelady comes across. Pass towards the net, building up. Week is going to go for the push and finds it. Found an open spot in the floor, Point Rib Lake. And that will be Coralie Glenzer. Glenzer sends that one across. It's going to spin sideways and down. Point Rib Lake, 14-12. Glenzer sends that one. Building towards the net. It's going to come over on the wrong side. Push back. Prairie Farm read it well. It's going to come over here in the middle. Paints the back line. Point Prairie Farm. Keep wanting to say Prentice. When you get two P teams back to back, as 6, Kylie Call will head to the back line to serve. Call sends that one across. Well dug out. Building up over here near side. Kamara can't get it over. And we are tied at 14. Call Stepping up, sends that one across. Building towards the middle, that's gonna come up, sent through, sent right back towards the net. That was a good pass on the dig, sent back through. Shy Tower is there. Chance here, coming up backside for Week. Week, that's gonna spin sideways into the students, Point Rib Lake. Tessa Week back to serve, Blomberg back on the front line. Week sends that one across. That's going to spin into the bench. Ace for Week. Point Rib Lake. 16-14. Stepping up, sent across. Too far, just missed the back line. Point Prairie Farm. 16-15. And this will be Shelton sending it over. Dugout, building up backside. That's going to come through and down. Split the back line. Point Rib Lake. (17-15). As Glenzer will head to the back line, Nemi comes out, Anderson comes back in. Being up, that's going to come across. Spinning sideways. Building up backside, comes through. That is going to be get back over. Shy Tower got down for that one. Building up the middle, block back. Tipped across. That is not going to be kept alive. Rib Lake got a couple good plays, but Prairie Farm played it well. 17-16. As Buck sends it over. Building up over here near side for Anderson, too far. We are tied at 17. Buck sending it across. That's going to spin. Building up towards the net. Anderson just tips it across. That's going to take a spin. Nobody plays it. Point Rib Lake. Miscommunication there. 18-17. Kamarick. Sends this one across. Building over on the far side. Coming through. That's going to come off the block. Right there is Glenzer. Building up in the middle. Block back and down. We are tied at 18. I believe that was Sophie Bergman there. (18-18) as Evangeline Simpson sends it across. Spins around. This is going to be not playable. Point Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm back in front, 19-18. And Coach Week is going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with her. 19-18 Prairie Farm here in game one. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
19-18 Prairie Farm here in game set one. Let's
go, Green!
As Prairie Farm had the lead early, lost it, and has now come back. Simpson back to serve. Having a hard time getting that one out. Sent across. Pass forward, building up for Anderson. Goes for the tip. Building far side. That's going to come off the net and down. Point Prairie Farm. 20-18. Simpson, excuse me. Stepping back again, sends that one across. Building towards the net. Comes over your near side. That is tipped at the net. Point Rib Lake. 20-19. It will be Blomberg to serve. Blomberg sends that one across. Building in the middle. Tipped over. Right there is Scheitauer. Building up in the middle. That's going to come down. It's going to go sideways. Spinning up. They're going to get it back over. Chance here for Rib Lake. Building up backside. Reaching back. Can't get it over. Point Prairie Farm. 21-19. At 16, Sophie Bergman back to serve. Bergman sends that one. Building up. That's going to come over your near side. That's going to get through. It's going to spin backwards. Almost caught the basketball hoop. And the confusion. Miscommunication again. Point Rib Lake 21-20. That's a couple times now Prairie Farm have kind of all thought somebody else was going for it. Avery Nemi, who checked in, hits the net. Point Prairie Farm. 22-20. Elise Lovelady. Stepping up, sends that one across. Spins sideways, building towards the net. That's going to come off a hand. It's going to be dug out. Chance here. It's going to go over far side. It's just going to be pushed across. Chance here now for Rib Lake. They're going to push instead. And now that one's going to spin backwards, come through, block back. Another chance here as that one's going to get pushed across. Bouncing around. That's going to be tipped and down. Point Rib Lake. Rib Lake down one, 22-21. And it will be Coralie Glenzer back to serve. Glenzer sends it across. Building towards the net. It's going to come off the block. Well played there. Coming back in the middle. That's going to come through. Too far. No tip. We are tied at 22. Glenzer. Stepping up. Sends that one across. That's going to spin up a little bit. It's going to be a free ball over wide. Point Rib Lake. 23-22. Glenzer across. Good pass forward. Building up here near side. Off the net. Was never touched. Building up. They're going to build it up backside. Block back. Rib Lake has it again. They're going to build it up now near side. Go for the tip. That's going to come back. Another chance here for Rib Lake. Push it across. Go back corner. Pass comes forward. It's going to bounce around. Sent through. That's going to come over here near side. Weak. That's going to spin back and down. Point Rib Lake. Set point Rib Lake. Glenzer back to serve. Glenzer sends that one. Pops forward. Building up far side. That's going to be dug out. Coming over near side. Weak goes for the tip. Chance here for Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm. Billy's going to come from the back line. Dug out. Chance here now. Weak coming up. That's going to be blocked back. Weak is there. Coming back through. That's going to go backside for Kamarick. Finds the floor. Point Rib Lake. Set one goes to Rib Lake. Rib Lake comes from behind. They get set one. We're going to step aside for a couple minutes. We'll be back for set two right after this, right here on Sports on Focus.
Do you know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances, yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more? At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. How do you know if you need new tires? Well, if you don't have one of these, let me show you a simple trick. Reach into your pocket, grab out a penny, and let's measure it up. If you can see the top of Abraham Lincoln's head, maybe it's time for new tires. Stop on into Wheeler Chevrolet and we'll get you covered.
1-0 Rib Lake as we go to the second. Some miscommunications for Prairie Farm, giving Rib Lake some free points, and that has kind of been the difference so far for the Redmen. Crucial set here. 2-3 can get really interesting on how a match is going to go. Tessa Week back to serve. Week steps up, sends it across. Building up, that's going to bounce around. It's going to be pushed across. Chance here for Rib Lake. Going quick, that's going to come back, tip back across, wide. Point Prairie Farm. You like the thought there, but just couldn't keep it in the line. And that will send number 6, Kylie Call, back to serve. Low line drive, that is dug. I was going to say it's almost a dig on that. That comes through, finds the back corner. Glenser paints it 1-1. And it will be Cameron Glenser back to serve. Glenser sends it across. That's going to spin towards the net. A little bit of bouncing around. That's going to come through and down. Split the back line, Point Prairie Farm. And that will send Cassie Shelton back to serve. Shelton sends that one across. Building up towards the net, that's gonna get down. Number 5, Shelton got to it, couldn't do anything with it. We are tied at 2. Kamarick back to serve. Kamarick sends it across. That's going to spin sideways, building up. That's going to come through. Kept alive. That one might have been heading out. Coming back up. The tip. Well played there. That was by Larson. Come back through. That's going to come off the net. Again, they don't call it. Building back up in the middle. Anderson Wong. So now a conversation here. Nope, it's going to stand. Point Prairie Farm. Sends it into the net. Point Rib Lake. 3-3. Maddie Blomberg back to serve now. Blomberg sends it across. Bouncing through, coming through. It's going to be tipped. Right there is Scheitauer. Building up. They're going to go for Anderson. Block back. Bouncing around. Sent across. Popped up. Chance here now for Prairie Farm. Building up. That's going to come off the block. Pushing towards the net. That's going to go over for Week. Week. That's going to get off the block and out. Point Rib Lake 4-3. Stepping up, serve comes across. Building it towards the net. That's going to get too far. Blocked both couple tips. Coming back around, reaching back, sending it over. That's going to come off the block. Spin around. That's going to come from the back side off a block. Chance here for Rib Lake. Building up far side for Tessa Week. Block back in play. Point Prairie Farm. We are tied at 4. Number 4, Evangeline Simpson. Pass forward. Building towards the net. Can't quite get it over. Point Prairie Farm. Five, 4. Simpson. Sends it. Bounces up. Building up towards the net for Anderson. Comes off the net and down. Point Rib Lake. We are tied at 5. Anderson will come out. Niemi will come in. Avery Niemi heads back to serve. Niemi sends it across. Good pass forward. Building towards the net. That's going to come through. Battle for it at the net and down. Point Prairie Farm. The 16, Sophie Bergman back to serve. Bergman sends it across. Building towards the net. That's going to be Week. Week pushes it. Good pass forward. Tip back. Chance here now. They're going to go far side for Week. Week tips. In. Point Rib Lake. Ooh. Hard to tell from this angle, but it was very close. As Glenzer sends this one across. Building here near side. That's going to get down. Number 9, Elise Lovelady puts that one away. 7-6, Prairie Farm. And it will be Elise Lovelady back to serve. Lovelady sends that one across. Pass forward. Building up for Week. Week goes for the tip. Well played. Building up in the middle off the block. Week is there. Going far side for Comerick, reaches back. That's going to come back through. Building up to the net block. It's going to be a lift. Point Prairie Farm 8-6, excuse me. Lovelady sends it across. Building up, it's going to go for Comerick. That one's going to be dug out. Spinning sideways, coming up towards the net, off the block. Comerick is there. Building back up, that's going to be pushed back across. Chance here for Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm building towards the net. That's going to go off the elbow and out. Point Prairie Farm, 9-6. Prairie Farm hitting their groove a little bit. Lovelady. Just off the net. Tipped across. It's going to be sent back and down. Point Prairie Farm. 10-6. Stepping up. Sent across. Bouncing around. Comerick comes up. That's going to be tipped back. Building up again. That's going to come back. It's going to come back over. Chance here now for Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm building far side. Block back. Well played. Coming up again. That's going to be dug out. Building up for Comerick off the tip. A lot on it. Building up here near side. Block back. Well played there by Buck. Coming back through, Buck just has to send it over. That was heading out. Coming up towards the net, Kamarick pushes it over. That was maybe going out. Chance here coming from the back side. That's going to come through. Dug out by Nemi and out. Point Prairie Farm, 11-6. And Rib Lake's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and we're now celebrating 60 years in business, serving the areas of Marshfield, Medford, Merrill, Abbotsford, Wisconsin Rapids, and Coloma, where we have both new and used vehicles. We look forward to earning your business.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Well, the Prairie Farm Panthers on a 5-0 run. I dropped my roster here. There we go. Get that. But yeah, Prairie Farm is just finding a way here right now. It has not been anything. Rib Lake has done some things right. Prairie Farm has had an answer every time. They're getting to the balls that they weren't getting to the first time, as that one's going to build up far side. Kamarick, that's down. Point Rib Lake. And Tessa Week back to serve. Week stepping up, sends it across. Pass towards the net, that's going to bounce around, comes off the block. Chance here now, Week building up. Some confusion and down. Now it's Rib Lake not getting the balls, as we will see a substitution. Larson comes in. Heading back, number 6, Kylie Call. Sends that one across. Good pass forward. Building up backside, had to reach back for it into the net. Point Prairie Farm, 13-7. Kylie Call back to serve again. Call stepping up, sends that one across. Just kept off the floor, building up. That's going to come through, bounces up. Chance here coming from the back side, too far. Point Rib Lake. This feels a lot like that second set on Thursday against Prentice for the Redmen. They kind of fell behind, came back, almost came all the way back in that one. Building towards the net. That's going to come off the block and down. Buck just forces that one through, 14-8. As Casey Shelton comes in, that's going to go too far. Point Rib Lake. As Megan Kamarick heads back. Kamarick sends that one. And they're going to say it was out. Line judge was trying to get out of the way. That one comes back up. I couldn't see from here. Go for the tip, can't get it. Can't get it over. Point Prairie Farm, 16-9. Sydney Buck back to serve. Buck sends that one across, too far. Point Rib Lake. As that will bring Maddie Blomberg back to serve. Blomberg sends it across. Building up, tip back. Right there was Prairie Farm, building over far side, block. That's going to be kept alive. Free ball back over, too far. Point Prairie Farm, 17-10. This will be Evangeline Simpson back to serve. Into the net, Point Rib Lake. 17-11, Anderson comes out, Nemi comes in. Avery Nemi back to serve. Sent across. Pass comes up towards the net. That's going to come in the middle, off the net, and down. Point Prairie Farm. 18-11. As Sophie Bergman back to serve. Bergman stepping up, sends it across. Building towards the net. They're going to go far side. It's going to come off the block, spin up, push back. Back corner and down. Nemi couldn't get to it. 19-11. And Rib Lake's going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. 19-11. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus.
Looking to harness the power of the sun and save on your energy costs? With Marshfield Medical Center Credit Union Solar Loan, you can go solar without the burden of paying interest on the full amount from the start. Here's how it works. Instead of financing everything up front, we disperse loans when requested by your solar installer. If you're waiting on your installer, you won't pay interest during the wait. By taking advantage of this flexible payment option, you could save on unnecessary interest charges. Visit mmccu.com/solar to learn more today.
Prairie Farm leads 19-11 here in set 2. And Sophie Bergman back to serve it. Bergman across. Good pass forward, building up here near side. That's going to get down. Point Rib Lake. 19-12. Sent across. Good pass forward, building up far side. Go for the tip, that's kept alive, push back across. Another chance here for Prairie Farm. That's going to build up at the net and down. The net got it over the block, 20-12. And that will be Elise Lovelady to head back and serve. Lovelady stepping up, sends it across. That's going to get over. Wasn't pretty, got it over. That's going to come back up, block. That's going to hit the floor. Point Prairie Farm, 21-12. Lovelady sends it across. Spins sideways. Building up, Kamarick just has to push it over. Chance here for Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm in the middle. That's going to come up almost into the ceiling. Building up, Glenzer pushes it back corner. Well read there by Prairie Farm. Building up over here near side. That's going to come through and down. Point Prairie Farm. Lovelady sends it across. Spinning up. Pushed over. Chance here for Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm building up backside. That's going to come through. Well played, but it's not going to get over. Point Prairie Farm, 23-12. Lovelady sends that one towards the net, tipped across. Right there was, I believe that was Bergman. It's coming up, sent through. Chance here now for Rib Lake, building up far side for Kamarick. Came off the block. Coming back towards the net, comes up off the block. Kamarick is there. Chance here, building up, it'll be Tessa Week. And that's gonna just get over. Building up backside, that's going to be tipped. Right there is weak, but it spins backwards. Building up, Kamarick sends it. Chance here now for Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm building to the net, puts it away. 24-12, set point Prairie Farm. Lise Lovelady back to serve. Lovelady sends it into the net. Life for Rib Lake. They need 11. Tessa Week stepping up, sends it across. That's going to spin towards the net. It's going to be a free ball over for Rib Lake. Chance here, right up at the net. Building up backside, that's going to be down. Point Rib Lake. They need 10. Long way to go yet, but get some confidence going into that third. Week. Into the net. Set 2 goes to Prairie Farm. We are tied at 1. 1-1 heading to the third. A crucial third. We're going to step aside for a couple minutes. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus.
RVA has helped me learn by giving me more hands-on activities.
I can watch his writing develop. He has confidence to ask questions of his teachers if he doesn't understand. He's composing his own schedule, which is a lot like what a young adult is going to need to learn how to do, and he's learning that at 11.
My favorite part about being in the RVA is all the amazing clubs. I get on some clubs and then I realize that there are so many people like me.
With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland Realty, a proud supporter of local athletics.
Prairie Farm wins set 2. We head to the third, a crucial third set. Tied. Prairie Farm will open with the serve. It will be Kylie Call to send it. Stepping up, sends that one across. Pass forward, building up near side. Kamarick puts it away. Big swing from Kamarick. The stuff Rib Lake didn't do too much in that second set. We'll see if maybe they get back to just swinging hard. Tessa Week back to serve. Week leaves that one short. Building up, they're gonna go far side off the net, coming back, and that's 4. And that will get a little bit of jeer from the Rib Lake fans who thought they had a couple earlier. That is probably the toughest call to make, as Tessa Week will send that one short again. That's gonna spin up into the net and down. Point Rib Lake, 3-0. Week sending it across, building up towards the net. That's going to come around, and they're not going to get it over. Point Rib Lake. Week steps back, sends another one. This one well passed towards the net, block back. That's going to spin sideways. It's kept alive. Push, and they will get it across. Another chance here for Rib Lake, building up. That's going to come off the block and down. Another big swing from Megan Kamarick. 5-0. Tessa Week sends that one across. That's going to spin towards the net, building up here backside. Week is there. Coming over here near side, it's going to be Blomberg. Tip back. Tip back, over and down. Tessa Week saw an opening, used it. 6-0. And Prairie Farm needs an early timeout. 6-0 Rib Lake. We're going to step aside. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus. Nothing Rib Lake here in the third. So it will be Tessa Week to serve. Week sends it across. Building up towards the net, coming over, goes over the block. That is kept alive. Coming through, it's sent back. Another chance here for Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm building it up. That's going to be blocked back. Push back across, right to Tessa Week. Push back the other way. Chance now for Prairie Farm, building up. So come over here near side. Sent through wide. Point Rib Lake, 7-0. Tessa Week back to serve. Week sends it across. Pass right up to the net. Coming up here near side, blocked down and out. That's going to be a lift anyway. Point Prairie Farm, they break the run at 7. And that will send Casey Shelton back to serve for the Panthers. Sent across. Building up, they're going to come up here. That's going to come off the block. Spin all the way around. They can't get it over. Another big kill for Rib Lake, 8-1. And that will even bring Madeline Anderson in. As Glenzer heads to the back line, sends that one. Building up in the middle. That's going to come through off the block. Popping up. Tipped up. Anderson misses the back line. Just missed the back line. Point Prairie Farm. And Sydney Buck will head back to serve as number 9, Elise Lovelady checks in. Buck gets that one over. It gets back across. Chance here for Prairie Farm. Farm building up in the middle. Block back down. Point Rib Lake. 9-2. Kamarick heads to the back line to serve. In comes Coralie Glenzer. Kamarick stepping up, sends that one wide. Point Prairie Farm. 9-3. Camara comes out. Shy Tower comes back in. And Evangeline Simpson comes to the back line to serve. Sends that one across, then down for the ace. Point Prairie Farm back within 5. Simpson. Crossed again. That one's going to pop up. Building up here near side. Block back down. Bergman and Call combine on the block. 9-5. Simpson. Stepping up. Sends that one across. Building towards the net. Good quick tip and down. No, no, they are going to say it's down. Point, Rib Lake. Tried to get the hand under it, couldn't quite do it. And now it'll be Madeline Blomberg back to serve for Rib Lake. Sends that one across. Building towards the net. They're going to go far side. Block back. Ball's going to pop up. Another chance here. It's just going to have to be pushed across. Chance here for Rib Lake. Building towards the net for Anderson. Puts it away. Just catches the line according to the line judge. Anderson steps up, sends that one across. I'm sorry, not Anderson, Blomberg. Backside, that's going to come through, and it's going to spin back and out. Point Prairie Farm. As 18, Madeline Larson heads back to serve. Larson sends it across. Building forward, it's going to come up and down. Anderson puts it away, and as she does, she heads to the bench. Always seems to get the kill right before she gets subbed out. And it will be Avery Nemi to serve. Nemi sends it across. Pass forward, going up far side. Block rattles around and down. Point Prairie Farm. 12-7. As Elise Lovelady heads back to serve. Lovelady. Building. It's going to come over here near side. That's going to come through. It's going to spin backwards. Bouncing around. It's just going to have to be pushed across. Chance here for Rib Lake. Building up backside. Comes off the block. Rib Lake is there. Building back up here near side. Tipped across. Chance now for Prairie Farm. That's going to come through. Dug out sideways. Kept alive. Gets back over. Chance here now for Prairie Farm. That's going to spin around. Just has to be pushed across. Comes back. Tip back. Bouncing ball. That's not going to be kept alive. Point Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm down 4. Lisa Lovelady back to serve again. Line drive, pops up, building up, that's going to be sent across and down. Glenzer finds the open spot on the floor. Lead is back to 5. Coralie Glenzer back to serve. Sent across, building up, block back and can't get it back over. Kept it off the floor for a bit. It was a good job by Prairie Farm, not just to give up the point, but they really had no chance of getting that one up in the air. As Glenzer sends another one across. Building, that's going to come over here near side. Then that time they're going to get the 4. Never was touched, 15-8. I think we're going to get big cheers from the Rib Lake fans every time there's a 4 now. They had a couple they thought they should have gotten earlier. It was hard to tell. Like I said, that one's going to come through. It's going to come all the way up. Building up here near side. Weak. That's going to be dug out. Bergman got down to it, coming back through. That's going to be sent back across. Another chance here for Rib Lake, and they can't get to it. Point Prairie Farm. Both teams have had some issues with the communication, and that will bring in 18, or excuse me, Larson will come back in for Lovelady. Stepping up, can't see the number. That's going to come all the way up towards the net. Tip back and down. Point Prairie Farm. Back within 5. Six, Kylie Call. Call steps up. Into the net. Point Rib Lake. 16-10. It will be Tessa Week back to serve. Week steps up. Sends that one short. Spins sideways. Can't get a lot on it. Good pass forward. Chance here coming around. That's going to come off the block. Kept alive. Nice dig. Building up in the middle. Go for the tip and down. Shelton finding an open spot on the floor. 16-11. Shelton across. Pass forward. Quick tip and down. Tessa Week saw an open, her turn to see an opening. And we will see Anderson come back in. It will be Glenzer back to serve. Cameron Glenzer building up backside, block back. That's going to get back over, block back again. Kept alive, tip back over but wide. Point Prairie Farm. We go back and forth here between 5 and 6. That will bring Lovelady back in. Sydney Buck sends it across. Building towards the net. They're going to come over here near side. Anderson puts it away. 18-12. Kamarick heads back to serve. Kamarick steps up, sends it. Coming back towards the net. Tip down. Point Rib Lake, 19-12. Kamarick leaves wide. Tried to leave that one short down the line and just missed it, 19-13. Evangeline Simpson back to serve. Up, send that one across. Building up towards the net. Come off the block and down out of bounds. Point Rib Lake. 20-13. Beat Blomberg. Cross. Building up. Go for the tip. Right there was Scheitauer coming up backside. That's going to find the floor. Glenzer puts it away. 21-13. Blomberg. Sends that one over the net. Off the net and down. 22-13. Blomberg, back line. That's going to be passed forward, building up in the middle. Tried to go over the top. Right there was Glenzer, building up for Anderson. Anderson goes for the tip. That's going to spin backwards. It's going to be a miss, and it's a down. Point Rib Lake, 23-13. Blomberg, across. That's going to spin back over far side. Over the block right there is Scheitauer building up. Week, block back, kept alive. Building up again, it's going to be Tessa Week, just has to push it over. Chance here now for Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm building in the middle. That's going to be dug out, but it's a net violation on Rib Lake. Point Prairie Farm. They need 9. get themselves back into this one. It will be Sophie Bergman to serve it. Bergman into the net. Set point Rib Lake. Anderson comes out. Niemi comes in. Niemi sends it across. That's going to come up towards the net. Building up. Tries to go over the block. Chance here. It's going to come around for Tessa Week. Week tip back. Scheitauer's there. Push back across. Chance here now for Prairie Farm. Building. They're going to go in the middle. That's going to get down. Point Prairie Farm. Again, they need 9. Serve comes over. Pass to the side. Comes back. Tip down. Right there was one of the Glenzers. The other Glenzer pushes it back across. Kept alive. Push back over. Chance here now for Rib Lake. It's going to come over here for Tessa Week. Finds the back corner. Rib Lake gets game 3. Crucial game 3. They are a game away from a trip to the Resch Center. See if Prairie Farm can force a 5th when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
I absolutely feel that Tiger Lily is getting a great education with RVA. She is challenged and she's not bored.
Well, it's official. 1,000 digs for Tessa Week. Go with a lot of other milestones she has picked up in this senior season. So congratulations to Tessa Week. I think her accolades aren't quite done. I don't think she wants her accolades to end tonight. We'll put it that way. They played out. Rib Lake played very well in that second game. Turned it around basically. So we've had 3 now. We had that close first game. Prairie Farm blew out the second one. Rib Lake blew out the third one. Now we'll see if we can keep serve. Prairie Farm, their one win came when they were on this right side as we look at the floor. But there's a lot of momentum that comes out of winning that third game. When it's split 1-1, winning that third game, you've got some opportunities. You know, if things go bad, you can always count on a 5th. You have to play well if you're Prairie Farm. You have to win this one and win the 5th. So it's a lot easier to win 1 of 2 than 2 of 2. Want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. This has been a fun one. It's been gonna be honest, it's been a pretty good day for Rib Lake. The Rib Lake Prentice cross country team brought home their second trophy in the last 2 years. They get another second place finish at state. Rib Lake Volleyball looking to make their first trip to state, and they are 1 game away. That serve's gonna come up. It's gonna come towards the net. Bounce around, that's gonna come through, kept alive. And that's going to be misplayed and down. Point Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm opens with a good point. And they will send Kylie Call back to serve. Call sends it over. Spins sideways, building up. Just has to be pushed across. Chance here for Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm building in the middle. That's going to go too far. Point Rib Lake. Anderson comes in, Niemi comes out. It will be Cameron Glenzer back to serve. Glenzer sends it across. Building up in the middle and down. Buck puts that one away. 2-1 Prairie Farm. Casey Shelton back to serve. Sends that across. Building up. They're going to come over here near side. That's going to spin up into the bleachers. Off the hands of Megan Kamarick. 2-2. Shytower comes out. Kamarick heads back to serve. The libero for Rib Lake does not serve. Both players she subs in for do their own serving as that one's going to come across. Shooting back line. Building up here near side, off the net, and down, point Rib Lake. 3-2. Kamarick sends that one across. That's going to come up to the net, building up, gets through, and down. Point Prairie Farm, we are tied at 3. Substitution will bring in Elise Lovelady, but it will be Sydney Buck back to serve. Buck sent it over. Pass forward, building up for Anderson off the block. Chance here now for Prairie Farm, building up over here near side. That's going to go over the top and wide. Point Rib Lake. 4-3 Rib Lake. Stepping up, sent over. That one's going to spin sideways a little bit. It's going to come from the backside, tip back. Building up, comes through and down. Point Prairie Farm. 4-4. As Evangeline Simpson back to serve, sends that one across. Pass forward, build up for Anderson. That's going to be dug out. Comes right up to the net, comes over. Chance here now for Rib Lake. Building up, sent across. That's going to be kept alive. Building towards the net, and that's going to get through and down. Point Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm leads 5-4. Evangeline Simpson back to serve. Simpson sends it across. Building up. They're going to come for Anderson. Too far. Point Prairie Farm. 6-4. Simpson back to serve again. Simpson stepping up. Into the net. Point Rib Lake. Sent across. Building up in the middle. Go for the tip. Can't get it over. Point Prairie Farm. 7-5. Stepping up. Send it over. Building towards the net. They're going to go far side, off the block and down. Point Rib Lake. Glenzer on the kill. Rib Lake back within 1. That was Cameron Glenzer. Coralie Glenzer heads back to serve. Coralie sends that one across. Builds over on the side. It's going to bounce around. It's going to be a free ball over. Chance here for Rib Lake. Building up, coming over here near side. Block back, out of play. Point Rib Lake. We are tied at 7. Sent across. Building towards the net. Coming up here near side. That's going to come through. Kept alive. Pushed into the net. Point Prairie Farm. As Elise Lovelady heads back to serve. Lovelady pushes this one across. Chance here now. They're going to build up for Comerick into the net. Set wasn't quite there. 9-7 Prairie Farm. Lovelady. Building. Sends it over. Spinning up. Building up here backside. Sent over wide. Point Prairie Farm. 10-7. Wide of the antenna. Lovelady sends it over. Pass forward. Building up for Anderson. That's going to spin back and down. Point Rib Lake. Rib Lake back within 2. Tessa Week back to serve. Week stepping up. Sends that one across short. Well played, building up. And that is down. Point Prairie Farm. 11-8. Stepping up, sending that one across. Pass forward. Building up near side. That's going to come down off the block. Point Rib Lake. 11-9. Anderson back in. Nimi comes out. It is Cameron Glenzer sending it. Pass forward. Building up backside. That's going to come off the block. Glenzer is there. Good pass forward. Quick tip and down. No, it's not down. Building back up. They're going to come here near side. That's going to come all the way back. Come through again. Long. Point Prairie Farm. Sending it across. Building up. It's going to go for Anderson down off the block. Point Rib Lake. 12-10. Comerick back to serve. Sends that one across. Spins up, building up in the middle. It's going to be pushed across. Well read. Quick tip and down. Point Rib Lake. Rib Lake within 1. Megan Comerick back to serve, trying to tie this one up. Comerick sends it. That's going to go a little sideways, bouncing around. Does get a lot on it. Comes off a light. Anderson pushes it. That's going to spin sideways and down. We are tied at 12. If any team is going to be good playing a ball off a ceiling, it's Rib Lake. Their ceiling in their gym's about half of this one. Comerick stepping up. It's off the side of the hand. That stays in. Building up. Go for the tip and down. Point Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm gets the lead back. 13-12. Substitution as Lovelady comes back in. Comerick comes out for Shy Tower, the libero. Buck sends that one across. Down for the ace. 14-12. Get the buttons to work right. Buck sends that one across. Spins up. Coming over. Tessa Week just pushes that back corner. Bouncing around a little bit. That's going to come back up. Sent across. Right there is Tessa Week. Building up far side for Glenzer over the top. Paints the line. Point Rib Lake. 14-13. It's going to be whoever can put 4 or 5 points together in this one, it feels like. Madeline Blomberg back to serve. Blomberg sends that across. That's going to spin up. Coming around here near side. A little bit of confusion. Won't get it across. We are tied at 14. Blomberg sends it across. This one a little bit better pass forward, but it's not going to get close to the net. Into the net. Point Rib Lake, 15-14. Blomberg sends that one. Spins up. They get a good set towards the net. Shy Tower, that's going to be wide. We are tied at 15. Simson steps up, sends that one across. Shy Tower gets down to it. Building up, Tessa Week can't get a lot on it, and it's going to be kept alive for a moment, but down. Rib Lake gets the lead back, 16-15. Anderson comes out, Nemi comes in.
Ladies, you gotta move your feet. Let's go.
Avery Nemi back to serve. Nemi sends it across. Building up, that's going to come in the middle. Couldn't get a lot on it. Chance here now, building up far side for Tessa Week. That's going to be down. Big swing from Tessa Week, 17-15. Tessa Week, or excuse me, Avery Nemi sends it across. That's going to spin up. Building up. Get on it, just long. 18-15. And Prairie Farm is going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
$18-15. Rib Lake is 7 away from a trip to state. Sent across. Building up here near side. That's going to come through. Long. 6 away. First trip to state in volleyball in the school's history is the potential here. That one's going to build up. Coming over. It's not going to get over. Into the net. 20-15. Nemi across. That's going to build towards the net. Put away. Prairie Farm. 16. They need 9 to force a fifth. They will send Sophie Bergman back to serve it. Bergman sends it across. Building up. They're going to go far side for Glenzer. Glenzer goes for the push. Well played there by Simonson. Comes back. That's going to go long. Kamara comes back in. Coralie Glenzer heads back to serve. Glenzer steps up. Sends that one across. Had to play it. Building up backside through the block and down. Point Prairie Farm. They are 8 away from forcing a fifth. Elise sends that one across. Spins sideways, a little bit of confusion, and down. 7 away from forcing a fifth. Rib Lake's going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it here. I think Coach Week just giving her team a chance to settle down. I think there's a lot of nerves there. Rib Lake, in fact, has only made 2 team trips to state in girls sports ever. They had 1 softball trip and 1 basketball trip. Both of those in the early 2000s. Well, basketball was early 2000s. Softball was before that. So if I remember right, I don't have my notes in front of me. But looking to make that third. They are 4 points away, but Prairie Farm still looking to make a fuss with this one. Try to force that fifth. It will be Elise Lovelady. Again, back to serve. Lovelady sends it. Pass forward. Building up. It's going to be Kamarick that's dug out. Bouncing ball through. It's going to be a free ball over. Another chance here. They're going to build up this time for Tessa Week. Week pushes back corner. Well played back there. That's going to build up towards the net. Prairie Farm 6 away from forcing a fifth. Lovelady sends it across. Pops up. Building over for Kamarick off the block. That's going to come back and can't get it over. Point Prairie Farm. They are back within one. All the momentum for Prairie Farm right now. They are 5 away from forcing a fifth. Sent across. Building up. They are going to go for the sneaky tip. Well played there that time by Shelton. Block back. Kept alive. Building up. That's going to be pushed wide. Point Rib Lake. 22-20. Tessa Week. Back to serve it. Tessa sends that one over. Building towards the net, coming back. That's going to be blocked back and down. Point Rib Lake, 2 away. Tessa Week back again. Tessa Week steps up, sends that one across down the far sideline. That one's going to spin a little bit sideways. Coming through, confusion and down. Match point Rib Lake. Tessa Week back to serve it. Steps up, leaves that one short, comes back, put down! The Rib Lake Redmen are headed to state.
Sectional runner-up medals. You are the sectional champion. You will be playing in Green Bay next weekend in the state tournament.
We are going to sneak down onto the court. We are going to talk to a whole host of Redmen coming up here as the Rib Lake Redmen punch their ticket to the WIAA Division 5 state tournament. We will have full coverage for that coming up, but stick around. We are going to talk to Coach Week and as many Redmen as we can get, so stick around. Check, check. Right, and you stick your foot. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Joined by one of the many Redmen we will talk to tonight, Tessa Week. Tessa, we're going to start. That second game, everything kind of goes wrong. What was that conversation going into that third and fourth?
I think that we just had to trust our stuff. We know what to do. We just had to play our game. A few things went wrong. We just had to talk, communicate. Everything got put back together, and we pulled out the win.
You know, you're on that back line there, those final few points. What was kind of going through your head there as you saw that score ticking up 23-24?
It's just so exciting. I know that, we have those few points left, and then, we're going to state. So I think that definitely pushes us, and we always talk, communicate, play as a team. Our team chemistry is great. Our blocks did amazing. Our back row, nothing at the floor. I'm just so proud of everybody.
And then the easy question. You're going to state. How does it feel?
I'm so excited. This is the first time since,
2006.
So.
Which I will correct, by the way. I was wrong in the broadcast. They did go in 06.
Yep. It's insane. It's just mind-blowing. We're trying to take it all in. It's so much fun. This is such a good group of girls. I'm so happy to play with them and have them as my volleyball band.
Sounds good. We're going to talk to a few others, but we'll see you in Green Bay in about a week.
See you then. Thank you.
All right, we're going to grab a few more Redmen. We'll be back right after this. Joined by Avery Nemi. Avery, you guys were, a wall back there for most of that match. Really nothing hit the floor that you guys just couldn't get to. How good does it feel when everything is working like it was for 3 of those 4 tonight?
It feels really good. I mean, when everyone's talking and we're getting along really well, the second set was a little iffy. We were like more I instead of me, but yeah.
And then obviously some big blocks, some big hits. You get to see that from the back. What were you seeing from that front line tonight?
Our blocks are really getting there, and we can set up with our blocks, and if our blocks help us, good things happen.
And then the easy question. You're going to be playing in the Resch Center in a few days. How does it feel?
It feels great.
All right, sounds good. Congrats on the win. We'll see you in Green Bay. Avery Nemi. We're going to grab at least one more and Coach Week coming up here in just a moment. Joined by Megan Kamarick. Megan, some big swings tonight, especially that third set. It kind of seemed like you guys just decided you were going to swing hard the rest of the way. What was the conversation there on that change after the second?
Just going out, we were getting our nerves out of our system still, and we just wanted to go out, swing hard, and the worst that happens, we still went out trying, giving it our best.
And then obviously those last few points, what's kind of going through your mind as you start seeing that score tick up, 22, 23, 24 there in the fourth?
I was just excited. I was excited for my team, and I don't know, I was just excited.
And then obviously the easy question, you're going to be playing in the Resch Center next week. How does it feel?
Awesome. It's amazing. I mean, I'm really happy that we could allow, none of these seniors have gone to state, so I'm really excited that we could all come together, and now they get a big old send-off.
Sounds good. Congrats on the win. Go enjoy it. Looks like they're getting some more pictures, but we'll see you in Green Bay. Megan Kamarick, thank you.
Thank you.
And we're going to grab Coach Week here and wrap things up in just a moment. I need Coach Week. Yep, we're looking up there. Coach Week. Coach, we're going to start 1,000 digs tonight on top of everything else. How nice is it to see that come on this stage?
You know what? It took the whole team in order for Tessa to get those 1,000 digs. But, I mean, that's my baby girl. I couldn't be prouder of her. But it took that many practices for all of this team to get there, that many games, all of it. They all put in the hard work. I couldn't be prouder of this team. I remember back when they were little, they could walk under the net, and their knee pads were falling down, and that's when we were in the gym. So thinking back, all of that hard work that we've been putting in, this is the dream that they've had for so long. I couldn't be prouder of them. I'm in awe yet. It hasn't really even set in.
Obviously it's going to be a whirlwind week. You have to ask, how nice is it to get one more week of practices with this team?
Every minute I get to spend with these beautiful young ladies is a treasure. We're ready to go. We're ready. They don't want to miss practice. They want to stay after practice. They want to put in the work. So I couldn't be prouder of them. I'm excited to work with them for one more week and prepare for our next game.
And then the easy question. You're coaching at the Resch Center next week. How does it feel?
I feel like I'm going to Disneyland.
Sounds good. Congrats on the win. We'll see you in Green Bay on Thursday.
Yes! Eva! He did it! Woo! Woo! I have no idea what I did.
That is going to wrap things up for us here tonight. We will be in Green Bay on Thursday. We will have highlights as the Rib Lake Redmen will take on an opponent to be determined. Want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. I'm Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. The Rib Lake Redmen are headed to state.